On this lesson, we're going to work on another part of our infographic here on the smiling numbers section. So what we're going to do is, I'll move around here. It's create an icon that represents a person, because the text that I'm going to be putting here, and I'm going to actually type it here with the type tool, is this one. So I'm going to copy and paste it, and it's more than 30% of us smile more than 20 times a day, and I want this to have the same size that this one was having, and remove the space that I probably have here, and now I have it there, and I want it to be centered, so that's okay. And again, on this data I want to highlight 30%, because that's what I think would work for me, a smile and then 20 times, and you can do that by using the eyedropper if you want, or whatever you think works for you better. If you want to just select the text and then go here, select bold, and then 40% fuzz. So now I want to make an icon that represents a person, so I can illustrate this information that I just typed, that more than 30% of us smile more than 20 times a day. So to do that, I'm gonna go here and create a circle, and then what I want to create is a rectangle that's around this size. This is going to be my arm, and I'm going to round the bottom corners. And the next thing I want to create is another one of these rectangles, or make a copy of this, and I think the space between these two are okay, and probably move this one with the direct selection tool to around there. I think that's okay, and then make another one of these probably, or you can reflect this. So select both of them and go transform, reflect, and make copy, and then move it around there. I think that's okay. And what I want to do is make one that is, probably use one like this and just rotate it on around the corners, because you don't need to have them like that, and then just make sure that you're having it there. And now finally I'm going to make a place there. So doing this, using these rectangles, you can see how I very easily created this shape that I was looking for. And to unite all these shapes, all you have to do is just select everything and then go here to Pathfinder and unite. And then I'm going to select these two top corners and round them. So I have a person, and probably not that much, just probably around there, the round corners, and then align this with the center, put it around there, and now you have your person, or your illustration of a person right there. I'm going to group this. Again, shapes that are moving together should be grouped. Make it a little bit smaller, because I think it was too big, probably around there. And then what I want to do is make a copy of that, then press Ctrl D, 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 Ctrl D. So now I have 10 guys, and I'm going to actually group them again with Ctrl G, and then move them a little bit to the bottom. Sorry, create a copy with pressing Alt and Shift to move them to the bottom, and now I have 2 rows of 10 men, and I'm just going to group them and then align them. And I'm actually going to make this these graph bars going here. I'm gonna make this smaller. I'm gonna put this information around here, align them, and then I think this is probably creating your infographic, it is important you always zoom in and zoom out to see where your elements are going to be standing there, because I want this information while being a part of smiling numbers. I actually want it to be kind of independent to this, so probably around there. Maybe I can make this font smaller. Yeah, maybe around there, because really what I'm caring about right now is the information that is on the charts instead of this one, but this is also important, so I think that's okay. And I'm gonna make another thing that 0.30%, and I'm gonna actually, with the eyedropper, select this and put this one around there, make a copy by pressing Alt and move it around here, and this one is not going to be 30, this one is going to be the other 40%. So to make the 40%, I'm going to go inside this group and then go inside this group and then select these three and make them a dark red, and then select the rest of the men and making them a lighter red, and then go out. Sorry, this is actually going to be a lighter one. I made a mistake here and made this one the darker red, so this one is going to be like that. And then on the other group, the one that is on top, we want to make these 4 guys here to have that same light red. And then this one is going to stay in white, because this is talking about this 30%, and this one is going to talk about the ones that are on dark gray. So I'm going to change this color to dark, to this kind of a brownish color. No, I actually picked wrong. So it's going to be this 14, and you can make this one semi bold or bold, so it stands out a little bit more and it doesn't get lost there. So now you have a graphic where you can represent people with just this simple icon that you're going to repeat along, and you're only going to change the color to make it very clear that you're talking about this 30%, and then you're talking about this other 40%, and the other ones are just there to show you that on those numbers there are other people. And again, as before, if things are going to move together, you should group them and place them around there. And with this, we have finished the second section of our infographic.